Hello, this is Dr. Paul Cottrell, and I am doing this recording on January 11th. This will be a shorter recording. Please help support the work that I do by making sure you subscribe to all my channels. You can follow me on X and GETTR. You can be a paid member to my Patreon channel or my Substack channel. You can follow me on TikTok. There's lots of ways. Share the links, ask your social media to follow me. All these videos are for free. I have thousands of videos for free. So please help support the work that I do. Before I talk about the effects of heavy crude from Venezuela and how it's going to affect the aluminum industry, I want to talk about some products that I have in my store. Please go to my store and get the Gladiator barley. The Gladiator barley will help to build muscle, bring down inflammation, soak up free radicals, and help to detoxify your body. This is a month supply. You do some resistance training. They'll help to build muscle. They'll help you to recover from your workout. And by taking this every day, you're going to help with your endocrine system and your immune system by keeping the free radicals down, detoxifying your body, and you're bringing down that inflammation. It also helps your cardiovascular system by keeping inflammation down and soaking up those free radicals. You're reducing plaque formation. And for the neurons, you're keeping inflammation down in the microenvironment and protecting the myelin sheath of the neuron. Super important. So get the Gladiator barley. It's dual purpose. Also, we are in the cold season and moving into the allergy season for the spring. So please stock up, get the structural nano silver drops. You can get them in honey and lemon, in blueberry, and also in cherry flavor. Very high quality. Have some at work, have some at home. You never know when you need them. The moment you have that throat irritation, take them right away. If you're starting to sense that you're getting some sort of allergy, you want to take them and neutralize the irritant. And by using this, you're also improving your oral cavity and your oral pharynx and neutralizing. So please go to my store and get the structural nano silver drops. Very high quality. And lastly, the collagen. Collagen will help your skin, your nails, and your hair, help with musculature, help with joint health, and also help with bone density. Take it every day. This is a month supply. All right. In terms of Venezuela oil, like I've mentioned before, it is heavy crude that's coming out of Venezuela, mostly being processed in PADD 3, which is in the Gulf. It can also be processed in the Midwest in PADD 2 and in PADD 4, the Rocky Mountain area. Now, this crude, heavy crude, has a byproduct called Petcoke, or just coke as just a simple term. But there's Petcoke and metallurgic coke. So petroleum coke and metallurgic coke. Metallurgic coke is from coal, and it ends up becoming a byproduct that helps to make steel. But petroleum coke, petcoke, is from heavy crude, the type that's coming out of Venezuela. So when this heavy crude is being processed at PADD 3, it creates a byproduct, petcoke, which can be used as a fuel source for blast furnaces. It could be used for arc furnaces. It could be used as also for smelting for aluminum. Now, as we're processing more of this heavy crude, we're going to have more supply of petcoke. And petcoke is really important for smelting for aluminum. So the actual energy source for aluminum smelting, petcoke, will have more supply. That means the price will go down. That means aluminum will be cheaper. Aluminum is really important for our manufacturing base. Also, aluminum is important for our military. But steel is also important. And again, steel is through metallurgic coke. And that's from coal. All right? So this power play that Trump is doing here is not just taking oil away from China, taking the ability of Venezuela to repay China for its debts, but it's also a way to improve our manufacturing capability for heavy manufacturing. And this is why it's so important to understand oil, because of its power density, has a lot of benefit. You get lots of energy in a small package compared to, let's say, solar power or wind power. And these other byproducts, such as Petcoke, can help with aluminum manufacturing. You can't do that with solar power or wind power. So people need to understand that the petrochemical industry is super important. In addition, you have potash, which is important for fertilizer, for modern agriculture, but you also have petroleum fertilizers using the feedstock from natural gas to create the fertilizer. Well, natural gas is produced when you are looking for oil. All right. So the thing is that if you demonize the oil industry, if you try to shut the oil industry down and just try to have it supplanted by, let's say, solar power, you're going to be hurting your big ag and you're going to be hurting heavy manufacturing because you need petrochemical for those industries. Solar power can't supplant them. It doesn't have the power density. It doesn't have the byproducts. It doesn't produce the byproducts. So this is really important. So when we have more Petcoke out there, that means that we're going to be able to make cheaper aluminum. That means products like cars and other products that have aluminum in it, like computers, will be cheaper. And when you have cheaper energy and sources of materials because of these byproducts that are being produced, it's going to help to bring down the costs for manufacturing. And when you couple that with AI and robotics and all this, and then the economic clustering that could be built up by rebooting making products in the United States, then there's going to be a new industrial renaissance. Now, it's not going to be overnight. I mean, there's not that many barrels of oil coming out of Venezuela. But as they start to ramp up more, the energy prices will start to go down. There'll be more Petcoke that will be available. The cost for aluminum will start to go down. And what you're going to start to notice is that there's a economic vibrance that's taking place. Now, this whole arc of the manufacturing renaissance is going to be 24 months in the making. This is going to be something that is in the making for multiple presidential administrations, not just the Trump administration. So as Gen X starts to retire, all right, see, Gen X is going to start to retire in about 10 to 15 years from now. During this time period, you're going to have this early phase, the next 4 or 5 years is the early phase of the manufacturing renaissance as we figure out how to use AI and humanoid robots. And then all of a sudden, what you're going to start noticing is the cost of goods should be cheaper. And so you have, after that 5-year period, you have a 10-year period of benefiting from this productivity gain. So we're in like the growing pains of this productivity gain that's starting in terms of energy, in terms of technology, right? So as Gen X starts to retire, Gen X is retiring in a renaissance boom for manufacturing, which is going to help with their retirement in terms of stocks that they have and they'll appreciate, in terms of the cost of living should be controlled because the society is more productive, versus retiring in a financial disaster. There were many boomers that were retiring, early boomers, right? The ones that were the first ones of the boomer generation. They started retiring around Lehman crash and shortly after. So they were affected by the financial crisis. Now, the ones that are mid to late boomers, they are benefiting from the economy we have today. But this renaissance, this manufacturing renaissance that's just starting, should benefit Gen X's retirement. This is an important feature that no one's talking about. So Venezuela play is geopolitical. It helps with energy. It also helps with manufacturing because of the byproducts with Petcoke. With that, please go to my store, the-studio-reykjavik.com, and get some of the great products that I offer. I have multivitamins that will help with the enzymatic activity for your cells. It's easy to digest. Take this multivitamin every day to help with your cells. The probiotic that will help to improve your gut biome. And with a good gut biome, you're improving your cellular metabolism, you're improving your ability to absorb nutrients, and you're also improving your skin and brain function. Ashwagandha root will help to control cortisol levels and blood glucose levels. Lignans helps to boost up your immune system and endocrine system, bring down inflammation, and soak up free radicals. And turmeric brings down inflammation and soaks up free radicals. When you do that, you're helping your cardiovascular system, you're helping your brain function, and you're boosting up your immune system and your endocrine system. Another way to boost up your immune system, take Max 35 Cleanse or Max 14. They're at different price points. Take a teaspoon a day every day, swish it in your mouth, gargle about 20 seconds, and swallow it. It's really simple. If you're not feeling well or someone around you's not feeling well, take a tablespoon or two, prophylactic one. Boomer Boost helps with brain function, cardiovascular health, musculature, energy levels, cellular metabolism. It helps you to control your A1C levels. It'll slow down the aging process. And you'll be able to sleep better. And lastly, C60. You can get a 2 ounce, a 4 ounce, or an 8 ounce configuration. You can get an MCT coconut oil, avocado oil, or extra virgin olive oil. Take a teaspoon a day every day. It'll soak up free radicals. It's 1,000 times stronger than vitamin C. It'll help with your cardiovascular health, boost up your immune system, help with your endocrine system, help with your brain function. By bringing down stress at the neuron level and boosting up the mitochondria, you're going to produce more ATP. When you produce more ATP in your neuron, you'll have more neurotransmitters. You'll have better neuroplasticity. You'll have better dendritic connections. You'll think better. You'll have better memory. And at other cellular level, when you're soaking up free radicals, you're boosting up that energy, you're reducing stress, and your tissues and your organ systems will perform better. This is the reason why your immune system and your endocrine system will improve. So get the C60 either in 2 ounce, 4 ounce, or an 8 ounce configuration. It is cheaper per ounce to get the higher ounce configuration. Take it every day, a teaspoon a day. And what you're going to notice is that your skin also improves because it improves the basal layer. You're going to feel the effects of this within 2 months when you start taking it. And if you take it every day, teaspoon a day for a year, you will look younger and your body will perform better. Your organ systems will perform better. So please go to my store, the-studio-reykjavik.com. Use discount 5, all caps discount 5. Get $5 off any order. Thank you for listening. Have a nice day.